guys, so today's lesson is going to be covering circles. So when we're working for circles, we need to know the different parts of a circle first. The first part of a circle that we want to understand is the radius. So radius, when you see it in a equation, is usually going to have the letter R to represent radius. And a radius is the distance from the center of a circle all the way to the edge. So it's usually starting right in the middle of the circle, going all the way to the edge. Or the way that I like to think about it, it's going halfway through the middle of that circle. Alright, so let's go ahead and write down the rest of the definition like that. There we go. So the other thing we need to know about a circle is talking about its diameter. T-E-R. And when we have diameter in their formulas, they usually use the letter D to represent diameter. And diameter is a straight line that passes through the center of a circle. So it's a straight line passing right through the middle of a circle. So right there, it's even passing through that little middle point. So it's going all the way through the center of the circle. Alright, so let's go ahead and write down that definition right here. Alright, there we go. So remember that the radius is going from the center to the edge, and the diameter is going all the way through the center. So diameter is all the way, and radius is halfway. So now let's go ahead and look at the formulas that we use when we're looking at the circles. So the two different things that we use radius and diameter for are for our circumference and for our area, because those are the two kind of problems we're going to be looking for the answer for. So when we're talking about circumference, we're talking about the distance around the circle. So that's sort of like our perimeter, but for a circle. And the formula that they give us is C equals pi times diameter. Now the letter C in this case stands for circumference. So circumference is for the letter C. Our symbol pi right here. This number is going to be, we're going to use 3.14 to help us figure it out. And then the last one is that letter D, which stands for diameter, just like we had up here. So this is going to be diameter. So to figure out the circumference of a circle, we're going to multiply 3.14 times whatever the diameter is of that circle to figure out circumference. Now let's talk about area. Area is all the space inside of a circle. So I'm looking for everything inside of a circle. It's the square units inside of a shape. The square units in a circle. Square units in a circle. Inside a circle. So a little bit different for circumference, because circumference is just the distance around the circle. The area is all that space inside. And the formula that we use is area equals pi r squared. Our letter A here stands for area. The pi right here, we already said, stands for 3.14. R stands for radius. But when I see this r squared, remember, that's not 2 times the radius. That's radius times radius. So we're multiplying that radius 2 times. So I like to sometimes rewrite my formula as area equals pi times the radius times the radius again. You see, I got that letter r 2 times. So the square is having r times r. I'm multiplying that same number that the radius is 2 times. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a pause right there on all our information about circles, and let's go look at some problems.